Well, folks, apparently Rudy Giuliani's bankruptcy case has not actually been dismissed yet, which is something, by the way, that I was not aware of, because after all, a couple weeks ago said, yes, I'm going to enter the ruling to dismiss the case. But on Thursday of this week, the judge had to issue another ruling letting Rudy Giuliani know that, hey, I can't dismiss your case because you haven't paid any of the administrative fees for this bankruptcy filing, which clearly you have the assets to do, the judge says. But if you don't pay us $400,000 by July 31st, probably going to have to start seizing your assets and selling them off to settle your debts. Here is what the judge said. This is U.S. Bankruptcy Judge Sean Lane. This is what Judge Lane said in the ruling. The administrative expenses in question are the fees for the financial advisors retained by the Official Committee of Unsecured Creditors. What little we know about the debtor's financial situation makes his stance here more troubling, because Giuliani has not been forthcoming about how much money he has, what money he has coming in, and all of that. Even assuming that the debtor does not have the funds on hand to immediately pay these bankruptcy expenses, he certainly has considerable assets upon which he can draw to pay such expenses. It is undisputed that he owns 2 apartments of considerable value. Of course, his Manhattan apartment is worth an estimated $5.6 million, and his Florida apartment is valued at $3.5 million. But the judge continued. There may come a point when dismissal is no longer an option because the debtor is unwilling to pay these administrative expenses, a necessary requirement under the law for dismissal of the case. Under such circumstances, the court may be forced to reevaluate the alternative of a Chapter 11 trustee to supervise the administration of the debtor's financial affairs and to promptly liquidate assets such as the New York apartment as appropriate. The judge also suggested, by the way, that I may have to call you to the stand. I may have to put you under oath to testify about your financial situation, including any money you're getting from Mike Lindell, because that has become a very big issue now because Giuliani has not reported it. But as I talked about a couple days ago, Lindell admitted that, oh yeah, Giuliani's been an employee of my company since July 1st. And since Giuliani has, of course, not reported that to the court, he's in trouble. He's in big trouble. Like, he could be looking at criminal charges for perjury at this point, and still the judge being forced to seize his assets and sell them off to pay off this $400,000 debt that he owes the court. And as I said, the judge did give them until July 31st to either pay it or present him with a path forward. Like, okay, if you can't pay it by July 31st, at least tell me what you're gonna do to pay it eventually. Because if you don't do that, like, I can't dismiss this case until you've paid all the fees. So if I can't dismiss it, we're going to move forward. And then you're still going to lose everything. Now, what gets me about this is that Rudy Giuliani is not taking any of this seriously. And the guy was a prosecutor. Even after he left the mayor's office, he went back to legal work. So he's a lawyer, so he knows how these things are supposed to work. He knows how serious they are. And yet he has repeatedly, according to the creditors in this situation, lied about his financial assets. Based on what Mike Lindell said a couple days ago, he's lying about his current employment status. He is lying about everything, which of course is illegal. You cannot lie in court at all. You cannot lie in court documents. That is also considered perjury. And Giuliani's just acting like, no big deal, whatever. I'm not paying anything. Who cares? Maybe he thinks, I'm so old anyway, by the time this is over, I'll be dead and gone. I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to snap out of it pretty quick, because it seems like within the next couple days, things are probably going to get so much worse for him. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.